Good afternoon, everybody. How's things? I feel that I need to sort of start with a bit of an apology because you might hear a little bit of knocking and banging or dogs whining, as I'm actually working from home today because I have no kitchen downstairs and my dogs are upstairs with me whinging that they can't go and have a look at what's going on. But there, Benji on cue. So we'll get on with it and we'll see how we go, shall we? And, okay, what have I got today then? I've got 3 tiny tiles. I've mixed the colours up. Again, I've stuck them down on the back, put my name and date and everything. I've inked each one separately first and then joined it together. Just for something a little bit different. It'd be nice to do a longer piece today. I've got my ruler with me. I've got my regular pen, pencil, tortillon. I've got an 08 pen as well, because I might need it for a little bit thicker. And my white pencil, I've mentioned that. Yeah, okay. So, are we ready then? Let's see how we get on. It's lovely to have you all, nice and sunny outside. But, all right, let's get going on the inside. So, first of all, I'm going to use my pencil. And I'm going to use my John's ruler in a minute. But I want to just mark a couple of lines first. I want to sort of think central. But I need space at the side, so I'm gonna go a little bit wider. I'll give you a bit of an idea in a minute so you can sort of see where that is. Okay, so that is measuring. It's about 18 mil, not quite 2 centimeters between the marks. Oh, there we go. It's entirely up to you. You can go thinner, you can go fatter, you can measure it exactly if you want. Not a problem. And what I'm going to do is, here we go, just move a few bits. And I'm going to just line my ruler up with the edge of that tile, you see, and then obviously in line with that, so I get a nice vertical line. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's nice to see familiar faces and people, and it's lovely. So I want to do the same here, so I'm just going to turn it round and just line it up again. I've left Leslie in charge today, so she's doing a grand job over there, giving Tommy lots of jobs to do. And John, probably. Chris, yes, they are. They are tiny tiles. But if you want to do it on the largest, you can do it on the largest. But yeah, these are my tiny tiles. Okay? So I've got this line all the way through, giving a bit of a gap. So, okay, I'm going to split my space as I usually do. I'm going to come in with a line in the middle. And I'm just going to cap it off at the top there. Just a bit of a guide. And I'm looking here. Let's have a look. I'm going to go one in the middle. And then one either side. And then same here. Look, one in the middle. Let's have a look. It's trying to ignore that line there, isn't it? To try and work out the middle. Because we're going to use it. Oh, there's one big piece. There we go. Okay. So, all right. There we are, just a load of boxes. I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 boxes all lined up. Yeah. Hi there, everybody. Oh, you're not late at all. As we've stuck 3 tiny tiles together. I have inked them first. I've drawn 2 vertical lines, round about between 1.5 2 centimeters, if you want a measurement. And then I've split my space, so I've got 8 little boxes. Okay, all ready to go? So I'm going to come in with pen now. And I love this. And I'm going to start at the bottom on this bottom box. So let's go a little bit bigger. Come on, zoom. There we go. All right. Lovely colours, aren't they? With a bit. I've actually matched the ink colour to the tile colour. That was the real pale blue, like a blue grey. And I've added a touch of blue around, purple with the purple and a bit of pink there. It just looks kind of nice. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Joanne, if you're trouble finding me. I know this Facebook malarkey, I still don't have access to any of my accounts. So this is why I've managed to set this one up. And so I thought, well, I'll work from here. So, okay. So I'm going to start by coming across, I think it's an angle. So you might want to just watch this first, because what I'm going to do is come across. I'm going to put a loop on the top. Like so. Okay. You see, I've actually used this as a guide to sort of help me there. All right. Oh, that's okay, Lynn. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. But I know you all like a little bit of guidance there. And then I'm doing one this way. Okay, so I've come from that hook there all the way around, and again I've gone around in that corner there. All right, with me? Okay. So then again, I'm going to go from here. I'm going to aim for that corner again, just as before, up and around. All right. And then next one. So again, up. I'm heading to that corner, see, and around. Okay. Same again. So again, heading for that corner. And around it, line it. Then the next one, so working around. Okay. Our little Benji's got fed up of being ignored. He's gone to lie down in a huff at the top of the stairs. There we are. Oh, hi Chris. Nice of you to join us. Glad you found us. There we are. We've not done too much. You'll be able to. Let's have a look at it where we're at. Okay, so we've got these sort of zigzag lines with this little loop on the end. So, okay, let's zoom back in again. I'm going to go back to that bottom one there. Or shall I? Yeah, I'm going to go back to the bottom one. Okay, I'm going to have it so that this line is vertical, sort of. Yeah, go see in line with me. Because what I'd like to do is keep this line if I can. So I'm going to create, and again, within this little box. Oh, good morning, Kathy. I assume you're in America saying hey, good morning, being that we're 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. Oh yeah, see a little bit of a line. So I'm putting a curve in and then coming with a straight. See how this sort of vertical with me? And I'm going to get just a little one on the end there. All right. So let's have a look at this one now. See, this angle's slightly different, but I don't mind. I'm going to follow this line here. All right, Shirley and Nicola. Oh, tile swaps. That reminds me. Tile swaps have gone out in the post. I just need to add a tile to the mosaic for the photograph. I'll do that a little bit later, and then I'll get that posted because it reminds me, Nicola, because I got yours. Love it. Fantastic. I will post it a little bit later. It's a really nice. Well, they're all really nice. They were all absolutely fantastic. If you've not done the tile swap, I don't know what it is, then you need to be watching on the 3rd Monday of every month. I see I've got a bit of a gap. That's okay. I'm still going to sort of sneak one in there. All right. And then again, following this line, along and down. Again, if you wanted to do this in pencil first, then you're not going to end up with a little bit of a gap at the end. Maybe if I look at it now, let's see, I could probably get 2 in there. All right, 1 there, see, 1 there. Okay. Right. Well, of course, you've definitely got a tile swap because I remember putting it in. I remember writing the name yesterday. So they're all out. I think there's one for Ireland, which is going to get posted today. Because, of course, it needs a different stamp on it kind of thing. So, there we go. All right. Now, we've got one here to sort of deal with, haven't we? But we've only got this bit because, of course, it's not continued. So, let's put that line in, going up this way. And then here we can decide that we want to put the curves or we want to put straight so it looks like it going up. I'm going to put the curves. I'm going to continue that design going on there. Okay. And see, I'm going to get 2 in there. There we go. All right. Oh, that's good, Nicola. Yeah, absolutely love it. Love the colours, everything. Okay, so let's have a look at this one then. We've got these little zigzags here. Oh, so I don't know. Obviously, somebody's received yours then. It's somewhere lying around in the ethos. I like to think if they don't get to where they're supposed to be going, they've got to somewhere where somebody loves them. Or hopefully they're not stuck in the post office. You see, we post them all in the same letterbox, apart from the island one, on the same day, and then I don't know where they go from there. It's almost in the hands of the post office gods. As long as you enjoy doing it. I'm sorry you didn't get it. But there we are. Oh, I see Glenys is watching it. Hi Glenys, I've been thinking about you and how lovely your kitchen is, because mine's a bit of a mess at the minute as we're having ours done. So Glenys and I haven't had the same colour kitchen. We spoke about that last time she was at HQ, if anybody doesn't know. So last night, Glenys, we didn't even have running water. So that was interesting. Certainly was trying to get a cup of tea this morning too. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure it'd be worth it. I keep thinking of your kitchen, Glenys, and hoping mine's going to turn out just as good. All right, so we've got this sort of design. I'm going to draw in this line at the top here now. There we are. And the same at the bottom as well. I'm going to just sort of put that one in. There we go. Okay. And remember those little loops? The little ones on the end there. I'm going to do just a little aura in there. I know, Teresa. I've had the same, honestly. I mean, I don't always find out who's got mine. I mean, I know because obviously I do write down who gets whose just in case. But I don't always find that mine's been posted. So I know what you mean. Would be nice, but I know not everybody can do it. I hope eventually. I hope we'll get there. We keep working on it. Okay. I'm just going to bring in my thicker pen at this point because those little shapes we've just created. There we go. I'm going to just sort of fill them in. And we go there. Okay. Well, no, we're not going to be 5 weeks, trust me. But hopefully not anyway. We're having there's been a couple of sighs and yeah, not heated words, but we've got a curve. Don't ask me why. I was in the corner. It's not a corner, it's a curve, and the work surface that's going in is a little bit thicker than the last work surface, so they have to cut the curve, so they're not impressed. I shouldn't laugh, really, should I? But you know, we're all up for a challenge. Oh, guys, we've got a ninja, so even if we have to plug the ninja in somewhere, at least we can do something. We just can't wash any dishes, so you don't really want to cook if you can't wash the dishes, because of course the dishwasher's out of action as well. So it'd be lovely. I'll send you a picture, Glenys. All right, back to my 03 pen, and I'm back to these little lines here. What I want to do is put a few little lines in. There we go. Just sort of flip them out. You don't want them all to be the same. Oh, so yeah. We're trying to recycle as best we can. We're keeping the internal cupboard units, if that makes sense. So we're not throwing things away because they're fine inside. It's all the fascias and the worktops that we're replacing. So we're going from a wooden effect to a dark blue. There you are. Let's do the same the other way. I'm going to start at the top again. I'll post pictures when it's done. before we clutter it up. I must admit though, we've got Dobby downstairs. I've told him that, you know, perhaps he needs a hard hat, being that he's smaller than the work surfaces. But he said he's fine. He's sat on the kitchen table watching them, supervising with his clipboard. All right. Oh, hey, Julie. Yeah, I feel like I need to put zingers in now because Julie's on the scene. But yeah, definitely a little bookmark. It's lovely, isn't it? You could, you know, stick this to a nice piece of card and then laminate it maybe. Let's have a look at this. All right, so we've got this lovely sort of little design going on. I mean, we could put lines here too, but I think I'm going to leave that and wait till I do the shading. And what I'm going to do now is start to the side. I'm going to sort of create a design on this side. And when I did the sort of sample for this, I did think, shall I aura this end and have a bit of a gap? And then I decided against it. So I'm going to come straight in with these little hook shapes. Come back on myself. There we are. I will put zingers in, Julie, just for you. Jackie, these are tiny tiles, but you can do it on a large one if you want. It's entirely up to you, but I am working on tiny ones. I've got 3 stuck together. There you go, see? There we go. So I do tend to try and do this a little bit random if I can. So I know that's a bit scary, putting the same one in. But see if you can. And if you think, oh, I can't, see if they're looking a bit too samey, then move along a bit and perhaps put one in somewhere else. And then let's have one there. See, they're all looking a bit samey. See, going that way. So I'm going to put a large one in, going that way. Just sort of have a look at yours and see what you think. And if it needs 1 or 2 more, that's fine. But having said that, if you want yours to be the same. Yeah, yes, Len, I am at home today. I'm prepping for Thursday's show. We have had, I have got 2 guys downstairs sorting my kitchen out and 2 dogs upstairs whinging that they can't go downstairs to be in the middle of it all. But yeah, it is kind of quiet here today. But, Leslie and Tommy and John are at the office. They're working on getting things ready. There we go. Oh, Glenys, yeah, that's another one of my jobs. I find sometimes if I've got 6 jobs all in one go, I write a list and then I work my way down the list in terms of priority as such. So I've still got to sort the website out and I'm going to put the dates on. But we're looking at the end of the month. But if I've got nothing to show you on Thursday, then I can't do the show, so I've got to get those done as well. I have got a product here you can have a look at. Obviously there's a few bits and pieces. I'm taking the pencil cases back on because I've finished mine now. It's not in bits anymore. But there is a new stencil and it's fabulous. I'll show you at the end of this, if you could. Alright, so you just thought, I mean, oh, Jackie, no cuppa, I'm afraid. At the moment, there's no water on downstairs, so I've got a bottle of water upstairs with me. But, trust me, when it comes to tea time, I'll be ready for my tea, whatever it is we we make. Might be the chip shop. Oh, there. It's a bit tricky when you can't eat anything. So you've got to, you know, have certain foods, I suppose, but we'll sort it out. So plug our Ninja in, stick a bit in there. All right, it's looking quite nice, isn't it? All these little. Wow. Oh, Joanne, trust me, we can still get to the fridge, and I've still got a glass. So if nothing else, I can have a glass of wine. It's okay. It's all fine. So it'll be worth it. They've even moved some of the cupboards so I can have a little island. I'm so pleased with it. It's lovely. There we go. I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to do the same on this. When I say the same, I'm not going to look at the other side. I'm going to use the same tangle in there. Add a little bit in. There we go. So again, I'm going to do one this way and maybe a larger one this way. There we go. And then another one. And let's have one real close. Oh, I know what you mean. It does mention steampunk, doesn't it? Have you been looking? It's not heavy duty steampunk. I used to draw a lot of steampunk stuff, but it was all very sort of more romantic than hardcore vintage grunge. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Everybody's got their own version, so it has got a light steampunk type of feel to it. There we go. Oh, hey Janet. I must say I actually noticed your tile yesterday as well. It's fabulous, your tile swap. So whoever gets, I mean they're all fabulous as I've said, but yours was lovely. And we do swap them randomly, so but we do have a look through as we're going, you know. I mean, just blows me away all the differences and the variations. And I think Elaine Beddoe, if you're watching, hers is very different, taking bubbles to the next level. It was lovely. But yeah, there's some really, really vivid ones. There's some that have got sparkly bits on this time. Just lovely. But yeah, you'll not be disappointed when you get your tiles. Okay, again, don't think you've got to rush this. You know, do this at your own pace. You can come back and add more later. It's entirely up to you. So don't think you've got to keep up. I do tend to do quite a quick. Oh, Joanne. I can't remember. So there was almost 100 of them. So I'm flicking through. But they're fab. Absolutely fab. So it was a really nice tile to do, wasn't it? Because just having, having bubbles as the main theme, it just really opened it up, and you could use whatever you wanted. Oh, there we go. So there's our sort of rows. So I'm going to come in now, and I did promise I was going to put a few zingers in, so let's have a look. I've got some space. What I want to do is go a bit bigger here. Oh, I know, Chris. I've actually got boxes at the top of the stairs to stop the dogs going down. I want to go and see what people are knocking and banging at. There we go. I'm going to colour that one in there. That's one there. Now this is going to vary because, absolutely, Glynis, they do. They come and they work. This is going to be sort of wherever you think you've got space to sort of put these in. So I'm not going to do zingers everywhere, but I do want to have some of these lovely little droplets coming off. Let's bring one in there. Maybe extend it. Now at the moment, see, those are going all underneath. You can actually bring them over the top if you want. So don't think they've all got to be. Now Leslie knows once the cupboard door is closed, that's it for the evening. I'm hoping that Tommy let her out this morning. He must have done. I've spoke to her. Oh, right. Let's put another little zinger in. There we go. So they just go to nothing. They just peter off out in the distance. They're just lovely. Work it my way up and around again. Just sort of keep it going. So you decide whether you want them up underneath or you want them to go up and over. So you like this one over. that one under. They sort of work their way in however it suits, and wherever you've got a little bit more of a gap, maybe you could add a couple of those in. It's just finding that little bit of space and working your way around them. Maybe have that one going over. Oh goodness me, so yeah, well maybe we'll have cake when we do tile 250. We're not that far off, are we? In a few weeks, it's 240 on Friday. So another 5 weeks. Yeah, it's not far off, is it? Perhaps we'll work on something a bit bigger for that one, maybe. I don't know. If we're up for it. A bit of planning, I think, ahead, maybe. Definitely cake, yes. Definitely cake. Oh. Alright, let's do another one in there. Maybe I'm going to put a zinger in that corner. Alright, so I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to do similar again. Oh, so living dangerously there. 5x5 tile. Who would have thought of such a thing? Well, sometimes it's quite nice, isn't it? If we've got a nice piece, something we want to do, it's nice to have a larger tile, maybe, that will allow you to sort of do that without having to extend it. And I do like to put tiles together, and like this one, and have different colours going on. Oh, Bonnie, yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? Let's put you in there. That one's for you, look. Hiding in there. Alright, little bits. Maybe another one there. I'm going to have that one going over the top. A little bit of a stemming. There we go. Oh, so yeah. Well, the new grid is 5x5. If you've got that one from the bees, and you're creating art tiles, bit of a plan there. And because if you didn't manage to get hold of the Tangly Trails box, I'm not taking the box back, but we're taking the smaller version. So the stencils, the dice, and the instructions back to Hobby Maker this week. So that'll be there. It's sold out on my website, hasn't it? That's because we're obviously now making for those guys. They are looking actually at doing some really early shows just to see how it goes, and I thought what would be really nice, I don't know if any of you are people that like to get up early in the morning, maybe I'm gonna do one of my tiles at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you'd be up for that, and tangle along and then send your picture in. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? But they're really keen to try new things, which is lovely. Okay, let's have a look at this then, see where we're at. Oh, Chris, is there a cut-off age or size of tile that you take in your tile home? Janet, I don't see why not. If you're just wanting that, just message me. I mean, I know on Messenger I don't have everybody at the minute because obviously I'm still working on building up everybody. But yeah, drop me a message. All right, look at this. How lovely is that? All those different colours and all those things that are fitting in. I'm going to bring pencil in now. And the first thing I'm going to do is again, not be shy. There are 2 6 o'clocks in one day. I'm thinking of the earlier one, which is a little bit scary. But, you know, if you're up that kind of time in the morning and you're up for doing a tile, then maybe we could look at it. So don't be shy with this pencil, as I say. You know, you want a bit heavy there. So let's get some on. Okay. All right. And then here, I'm going to add some the top edge. Same here. I'll add a little bit in there as well. So you don't have to be particularly neat with this. We're just about getting some graphite on the page. Don't want to worry too much about whether it's neat or not. Just get the job done. Of course, if you're not so sure, Shirley, party animal. Yeah, if you're not so sure. Sorry, I'm reading messages and not focusing on what I'm supposed to be doing. Then, of course, you could actually do 2 layers. So you could come in a little bit lighter with the pencil and then go back over it and do an extra layer afterwards. Okay. And then, here we go. I'm going to come down this edge, sort of following the shape there, working your way in and out of it. So you remember, it wasn't that long ago, we put a few lines in as construction. Can't even see them anymore. There we are. I'm going to turn it round. Would you, Chris? Oh, that's great news. Perhaps we'll do that then. Maybe you should put 26th in your diary of May. I'm going to have a bit of a chat, I think, with him. We had a chat yesterday. And, yeah. I'm not the best, I must admit, that time in the morning, but I'm sure we'll get through one. I understand, Jackie. I know scribbling's a little bit difficult, but do you know what? Even if you did a bit and then maybe shaded it and then did the next bit, but this is the magic of it, isn't it? It looks a bit scruffy, but let's now soften those edges in. And this is where it all is worth it. All that little bit of anxiety of trying to be neat with everything. It shows you now that you don't really have to be. You can just enjoy smoothing it all out. So this is quite a nice, you know, it's all about putting things right, isn't it? It's getting the balance back and cleaning it up a little bit. There we go. Just had a bit of movement on the landing. I think actually Seth's got up, which is unusual for this time in the afternoon. Oh, Chris, goodness me. Are you going somewhere nice? So, I hope they've got Wi-Fi. I don't know if you heard, I was supposed to go on a holiday last week. To Whitby for a few days, and we got there. I wanted, actually, it was like a working holiday, honestly. Tried to get some design work done. I got there wasn't any Wi-Fi, so there was no point staying. I can't download things. It's no point. There we are. See, just trying to leave that little gap of a highlight there, if possible. Just working your way up and along each one as it goes. There we are. Same in with this one. Again, if you think this is a little bit heavy, you can build it up. But it needs to be quite heavy because, of course, we've got coloured tiles in the background and we want to get some white highlighting. And I want to make sure that we've got some three-dimensional shading going on. We could do that. There we are. Sort of almost to the top now. Last one of these. Now, you might decide that you're going to go back over with your tortillon just to blend it a little bit more, just sort of ease off the pressure. See how it goes. Let's have a look. Oh, Yvonne, that sounds nice. Now, I was getting into they had gluten and dairy-free cornettos in Morrison's. And I've been rather enjoying those, I must admit. But they've stopped selling them. They're not there anymore. What is this madness? You get used to something and they get rid of it. If you spot them at yours, let me know, and then at least I know they're still doing them. It's just that my local one's out of stock, I suppose. Okay, same on this side. You notice that I've swapped now to sort of little circles. It just sort of moves the graphite out a little bit more from the edge of that design. Oh, listen, that's nice. Are you actually tangling along, or are you going to do this later? Are you just watching? I know some of you do, that's fine. Whatever works. You can always mute me later. You have to listen to me whinging on about my kitchen and that kind of thing. I know, Chris. And actually, John went to another Morrison's. Was it yesterday? To have a look. He says, and it was literally just one end row had got gluten-free, and that was it. Okay, I'm going to come back in with my pen. Or maybe not that one. Maybe a 3 would be better. Good job I checked that, isn't it? There we are. So what I'm going to do, see where we put this dark pencil here? I'm going to bring in a line and just redefine, you know, that very first sort of zigzag we did. So just where we've got that heavy pencil. So I'm going to do all this sort of side and then turn it round. I do apologise if I don't always see the chat because I am busy tangling, so it's not that I'm ignoring you. But, there we go. And then this one. Alright, what I want to do as well is come down the edge with that pen, sort of putting that edge back in. Now you might be said you don't want to do this, you don't have to. Or you might just want to do one side and not the other. Depends on what you're thinking of using it for. I'm going to do both sides, so at least you can see it and you can make your own mind up what you want to do there. Okay. And then Lindsay, I'm just waiting on confirmation, but I would say it was 99% yes. I think what I'll do, I'll give them a ring after this and just say this is what I'm thinking we could do, and I'm sure they'll go for it. But, yeah, I think you'll find for a couple of weeks they're going to try and do it with a few shows, and we just want to see if people are, I suppose if people are going to watch. Don't want to do it if not. There's no point, is there? Just to sort of see what's going on throughout the day and things like that. Okay. Really, am I setting my alarm clock? Like, I think for that time in the morning I have to set about 3. Because of course if I'm on air at 6, then I've got to be up a little bit earlier than that. And yes, Lynn, definitely the takeover is July. Just again, I think it's going to be the end of the month. Somewhere on the 28th, so we're working on that as well. Lots going on, isn't there? All right, I've got my white chalky pencil. Yeah, sometimes I can't even keep up with what's going on. And I'm going to enhance those highlights in the middle there. I'm not expecting to blend these out, so just be aware of that when you put some on. Having said that, if you think you need to, by all means. And, you know, when I've done it, I might check mine and think, do you know what, I do need to blend it. But, we'll see. Okay. And same with this one. And just work your way up, adding these little highlights in. I know, Leslie, that's why I have my Alf. Because Leslie keeps me organised. Leslie knows what's going on. Leslie knows where everything is. And Leslie makes fabulous cups of tea. So, we don't lock you under the cupboard, in the cupboard under the stairs, really. Not every day. Okay, let's have a look at this. Let's see what we're doing with it. Okay, there we go. See the difference with having that dark line down the sides here? Remember me saying, you see here, it needs a little bit more blending out. So I'm holding it right close to the end. and just sort of touching over it just a little bit. Just if you feel it needs it, just wants a little bit of a blend. There we go. Okay. Viv, this is 3 tiny tiles. If I bring some in, here we go. So these are not the same colours, but there you go. So I used 1, 2, and I don't have another pink one there, but 3. So you've got 3 tiles. I inked around them, stuck them together, and then that's what we've been drawing on. So I have actually, there you go, stuck it all together. So I'm not going to separate that one now. So yeah, having that line in the middle just makes a difference, doesn't it? And there's nothing stopping you if you want to. Actually, being that I've got my pens out, so say I've got a pink. Let's go silver on the blue and purple. There's nothing stopping you coming in and adding a couple of little bubbles in there. I think being that, you know, I've got those 3 colours, I've stuck to the same colour. So my purple tile's been inked with purple, blue tile's been inked with blue, and so forth. And then let's do a little bit of silver in there. Not much, just, you know, adding a little bit of colour there. I mean, you could colour this in, you can, whatever you want to do with it. It's just a little bit different. And then there's our pink. So it doesn't have to be much. You don't have to do this at all. You could use a white pen if you want, or whatever you've got in your stash. There we go. Yeah, Chris, they are. Oh, which do I? They are my gel pens. They are. So I've got the pink one. I've used the silver. I've used the purple. I do have in this set a matte blue. See, some of them are matte. You can tell that that's a metallic-y one. You see the difference? Yeah. So I could actually put the matte blue in. But sometimes having the, I'll show you there. Can't quite. You see there, having the matte blue just doesn't shimmer, but it still gives you colour. And sometimes we want a hint of colour, but we don't always want the shimmer. So works great on black. So there we go. So all I need to do this is pick the signature. So now my craft desk, you can imagine it's a little bit of a mess. I can't find anything. So here we go. I'm going to put a little signature down there. There we go. And if you want to have a look at the one I did. Now let's just take that down a little bit. There you go. So there's one. So the one I did, I actually used cream tiles. And then I very, very lightly inked. Actually, what I did, look, I drew it all first. And I've actually sprayed it with spray and shine. And then I've very lightly added a hint of a pink ink over it. Just gives it a different feel. But both done with the tinies. So, yeah, have a go with it. I mean, this could be 2 rows and something in the middle. Or it could be a border. Whatever you want to do with it. Make it thinner, make it thicker. So there we go. So I suppose you want to see, I mean, when you think, okay, we've got tiny tiles that we've worked on today. Now, you know that we've got regular tiles. That's our regular tiles. This is something you might not have seen before. Here we go. So, thinking about sizes of tiles. This is our new size of tile. So, let's have a look. Here's our regular. There we go. And there's our new tile size. So we're going to be introducing those. We've got a few of those on. So they are our sorbet. We're going to be taking our sorbets as a set there. And in terms of, I'm sure you saw what we did at the weekend in class. Quite unique pieces of artwork. Kathy, the tiny tiles are 5 centimetres square. The regular tiles, these ones are 8.2, and the new larger ones Now you're asking. Oh, here we go. Another ruler in. There you go. 14.85 centimetres. So, oh, of course you can work that big. Of course you can. But if you want something a little bit different to work on, with that sort of a bit of a steampunk theme, then maybe you'll be up for what's coming on the Thursday. So it's probably the thickest booklet I've ever done. There's quite a few instructions in there to be playing with. So have a good play with that. But that's all I'm showing you. Okay. Do you want to see my pencil case? I can do a quick show of my pencil case. And now it's sort of finished. Here we go. So this was the I used tile 200 to go on it. And I've obviously coloured the sides as well. So yes, I'm going to be filling my things up there. So, all right. So with that in mind, you've seen what I'm bringing. You've seen the 2 new items anyway, and of course, there's a couple I'm bringing back. But have fun with this one, and yeah, if you want to try this on a larger tile, then of course Thursday's going to be the time. So, all right, I will speak to you all being well again on Friday. But if you've got pictures that you want to send in to Hobby Maker so that they can show them during the show, that would be lovely. Please, by all means, send your pictures in, and yeah, we'll try and get them shown for you. That'd be fabulous. All right, so take care, everybody. Have fun with it, and I will speak to you all being well on Friday. Okay. Oh, Viv, what did I colour it with? This one, I used coloured pencils. I actually did use the Brunswick coloured pencils there. And then you might notice there I've got there you go. I've used the Nuvo drops to just give it a little bit of dimension. You see there? All right. Okay. All right. Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, because there's going to be wayward tiles all over the place. Have fun then, everybody. I'm going to get back to it, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay. Bye.